Good morning. It is June 30th, 2022. It is a Thursday today, and you can see I'm back inside, not because the weather is bad. Actually, it's cool, but it's not horrible outside. However, I was up earlier and I power washed the deck, and it's still really wet out there. So there you go. Good morning, Kenny. How are you, sir? But so I was up early. The girls were off at. So this is funny. So yesterday, the wife and daughter, they because Alexa's still a student and Lisa works for the school district, they get a 24-hour fitness membership for the summer, free of charge. I think maybe it's just like for 3 months, but I don't know. Anyway, so they signed up for the other day. Their first day was yesterday, and Alexa was in her room going, okay, let's get up, we're gonna go. So yesterday, of course, after the podcast, we're talking, and they enjoyed themselves, they worked out. And I was like, so when's the next time you're going? And Alexa's like, tomorrow morning, we're going to milk this. This is free. We're going to milk it for everything it's worth. And I was like, okay, don't overdo it. But yeah, absolutely. So come this morning, Lisa is, Lisa's up, I'm up, and Alexa is still asleep. So 7:30, I go, hey, I thought you were going to milk this. So they went off to the gym, and I went outside and power washed the deck. Ooh, you're working on clothes designs for Chris. Cool. Is that for the show that he's doing that's coming up, or just random designs? So anyway, there's that. Have not watched. So I'm farther behind in Enterprise than I wanted to be. I tried to watch something yesterday. I've been really busy kind of doing, video editing and shooting video, basically doing stuff for the school, that I haven't even had it on in the background. So last night I tried to watch one episode, but I fell asleep. So I got the premiere out, but not the new stuff. Not any of the other stuff. However, we do have New Horizons today and Strange New Worlds, which I am going to watch for the Geek Show tomorrow. So Thomas and I are supposed to be getting together this afternoon to shoot some partner stuff for the curriculum video. So looking forward to that. I know he can't move that well, so we'll see how much we can do today. Oh, okay. So the person that we're talking about, this is Chris Bauer. He is it's his fault, kind of, that not necessarily that I do shirts, but that I can do stickers. It's his fault for that. But he's also helped me out with a couple different things. Anyway, he has a sign shirt company called Talented People. So Kenny's working with him on that. Pretty cool. Chris is, if you're ever looking for any design, graphic design stuff, super talented guy, and just an all-around nice guy, and a good martial artist too. Rob, scheduling my MRI, but no fractures. Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, so Rob is at the doctor's because he got hurt. But hey, that's what happens. Life happens. So I hope, Rob, you feel better soon. They figure out exactly what's wrong. But the whole fractures thing, that's a good thing. fractures, having no fractures is good. So working on my curriculum. This is kind of what I was doing yesterday. So I was doing some, I did some, did I do any filming yesterday? No, but I did. I went out to Apple because I needed to get external drive because I'm filming everything in 4K. And when I start editing and, usually if you edit and you don't do anything with the video and you just sit, it's just right here, file sizes aren't that big. But when you start to zoom in and all that kind of stuff, or even like for me, for some reason, a bunch of stuff that I shot the other day was off just a little bit. And you see the matte line and you even see the black line in the back. Like for me, I can visually see it's at an angle. Like some people can't see that, but for me, I can see it. So I had to tilt it. Like there was one I had to tilt like 0.7 degrees just so it could be. And you don't think that that's a lot, but dude, that's a lot, especially if there's a visual horizontal line going on. So, but all of that, the computer has to reorganize the little, ones and zeros to make sure everything is that. And so these files get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, so I'm, let's see, I have at least 6 videos per curriculum point and then another. So we're looking at 12 videos per belt, except for, roughly 12 videos per belt. And I'm not counting the Crucial Corner episodes because, those are the pressure points. So then there's another 5 to 6 videos. And this is all for online reference. Eventually, I think I might do it for, I might actually offer like a virtual black belt. I don't know how that would look though, because I have, mixed feelings about that. However, a buddy of mine, he got his Krav Maga black belt, and you can say whatever you want about Krav Maga. I don't give a shit. But he got his, but he said it was actually tough. Like he bought the guy's 6 DVD set, and you could get your black belt through that. And so it was, there was the curriculum, and then he actually had to, then he put it on video and uploaded it so the instructor could see it. But he's like, there were some belts that it was really, really hard for him to pass just because he just wasn't like the instructor wasn't just be like, oh yeah, that looks okay. No, he was actually pretty strict. So it all kind of depends on how strict you are. Now I once did Kenjutsu by Sword Stuff via video. And never did belt or anything like that. But it was, the guy was pretty strict. Not a lot of people passed. But one of the requirements for black belt was that you actually had to have him to your dojo. Like all, and even if having him to your dojo, that was still not a guarantee that you would pass the black belt test. It's just like, but he wanted to basically, a black belt test is in person. So, and I guess the whole, doing it by video, goes along with virtual training. And I saw Kenny posted something. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but I don't know if it's in relationship to this, but, training by video is like virtual training. And even for me, like if somebody was going to do it, but see the virtual training, that's usually live. So you have some type of interaction and you can correct people in the moment. So I don't know. I think training online is a great tool. You can catch up on classes, or maybe if something comes up, you can hop on your phone, but you shouldn't be the main form of training. True. Like all the videos that I do, it's all based on, all the videos that I'm doing are for reference. So like right now I have some students that are on vacation, so they can do, hi, Lisa. Hi, Alexa.
Slow walk upstairs.
Yeah. I'm basically creating all the online stuff for reference. So, but I always have in the back of my mind, how else can I utilize this footage? Could I do it as a virtual training? So, like the way that like Bram, we have a online instructor course for modular, and we also have one for crimp, but it's my fault that we're not live on that. But you take a couple lessons and then you have a live check-in. So you're not recording something, on YouTube and then posting it. So, Bram or I could watch it. You actually check in. So it's like, okay, I've been practicing this. Am I doing this right? And I think that's probably what I would do if I went that route. Just because I think it's a little bit better. And then of course, at the end you have, you actually have to teach something to a group and then record that. What? Gotten all my ranks online or from the back of a magazine. Wait. Well, hey, there were those times where you had, you could buy a black belt. You basically spend $1,500 or whatever it was at the back, some ad in the back of a black belt magazine or martial arts magazine, and you do it all on video. And I don't know, who was I talking to? Maybe it was Carl, Kenny's dad, that like you could, like they would send you all the videos and your black belt. Like you had everything. So yeah, that's, but anyway, so I've been doing that. The other reason one of the reasons I do it all in 4K is because, I want to be able to focus up on certain things and not have the video degrade. And then I've also, in this harebrained idea, all of this good high resolution video is take stills, and then I can actually have a book of applications. And so that was the other thing that I was thinking, is that I take, you'd have, say, beginner in year one would be a book, so if you don't have access to the reference video online, you could do it by book. So yeah, so there's trying to utilize that as all the video as well, but all of that takes lots and lots of time. So my main priority is get the stuff up there for the students that I have, prepare it for the students that I will have, and then promote the school to have more students. So, okay, I don't know if you can hear that elephant running around my living room, but that's the cat. He's running around. Oh my God. Do you hear that? No. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's just, oh my gosh. So that's kind of what I've been up to. But we're going to actually get applications done. At least most of the applications done today. But one of the things I was kind of brainstorming yesterday was the Arnis portion. Oh, thank you, Bobby. The Arnis portion. So I have a rough draft for for the belt rank that has the harness portion in it. But I'm not sure how much time, like, what I should have for yellow stripe, what I should have for orange stripe, what I should have for blue stripe, and, so on and so forth. So that's one of the things I was kind of brainstorming yesterday. And, it was funny because when I was putting everything together, and this is me telling you guys, but also kind of thinking out loud. But when I was putting everything together for the other ranks, you learn a kata, and then there's application. So the curriculum is set up into A days and B days. So if somebody's coming twice a week, on A days, we learn whatever we're going to learn. And then on B days, we learn application. So like right now, students are working on, because I don't have any year 2 students. So my year 1 students are right now working on Naihanchi. And so I've broken up Naihanchi into 3 sections, and they learn the first section and they learn 1 application. So, and the cool thing is that they're actually practicing at home. So it's going a little bit faster than normal, but getting that 1 application down, and mainly because these guys kind of like to goof off a little bit. And I've tried to, yesterday I actually told them that I think who was it who said my bad? Because I can't stand that term, my bad. I told them that my bad might just turn into push-ups. So, and then we had to talk about the Ukitori relationship, but that's a whole nother thing. But they are, it took like almost a whole class to teach 1 application. So, and that's just 2 people. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe, of course, with more people, teaching 1 application is in 1 class that's all that we really need. And that's all that, and I kind of have a second application kind of on the side of, okay, well, what else could I teach if, the group is kind of on board. So, but there's 1 primary application. So then when I try and think about that for the harness, it's like, if I teach, say yellow stripe is the 12 basic strikes. Well, there are strikes hidden within the 12 basic strikes. So, say 1 and 2, there's your X, there's an X strike. Even if you angle it this way or this way, there's your X. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I could teach all 12, but then start to, teach the different strikes that are hidden in there. So like, 3 and 4, that's Bandai Bandai. And so that's really easy. You can do this, but then I figured, I could throw it. I could teach a flow drill with that. So it's just trying to come up with, how far can I, or how much can I condense, or how far can I stretch out the information to teach everybody that I need to, teach everybody that I need to teach. So what are you whispering about?
I'm in the backyard. I'm just joking.
Oh, hey. So the hot tub's been power washed out, and actually the filter and the thing, I may not need to order it right away.
Oh, that's good.
So at least that can be a test one. So the what I'm talking with my family about is my daughter's supposed to see. They're supposed to. What, going live, or
no? That
did I tell you were going to get paid?
Yeah,
you're going to get paid then.
Great.
Okay. Anyway, so our hot tub has kind of been out of commission, so we needed to clean it out. And basically, what I suspect is wrong is it's the heater core. So, which I have one, I just need to replace it. So, when I did the deck, we did the hot tub, and so hopefully the hot tub will be up and ready, because my ass gets old and stiff after classes, and if I could train, do classes, and then come home and sit in the hot tub. That would be fantastic. All right. So what do we say about balls in the house?
Make sure they're in your pants.
That's cute.
Well, then why did you ask?
Well, you guys are bound knocking a volleyball back and forth.
Setting?
In the house.
Yeah.
In the house near my computer.
Oh, suck it up.
I love my family. Are you guys going to go outside and
do what? We just came from outside.
Volleyball stuff?
We did that at the gym thing.
Oh, really?
We actually went into the gym and did volleyball stuff. Yeah. It reminded me that I actually know what I'm doing.
Woo!
Your wife is actually talented in the volleyball aspect of the world. Woo! Go figure. Where's my phone?
So, let's see. What else is going on? Oh, new students should be returning tonight, 10 for 10. And we'll be working on that. At some point, Alexa will be joining me at the school. We talked about that yesterday.
I'll start next week on Tuesday.
She'll start next week on Tuesday. Sweet. What time?
Dad, I want you to think about that again. What day is Tuesday next week?
Oh, you're going to be out of town.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That's bullshit.
They're killing me. You see that? They're killing me.
Hey, I have done nothing.
All right.
I just have to stop it.
Okay.
To say that.
So anyway, building curriculum. I've actually noticed I had originally thought about on the Naihanchi portion, stretching Naihanchi. I originally thought I could break it up into 4 sections, but when I was teaching it, because I have a virtual student in South Carolina, and while I'm teaching it, this is something he's, a kata he's never done before. So it's one of those where it's so teaching it, I taught him in the first section and the second section, and it's actually the third and fourth is a repeat of 1 and 2. So really he was able to pick up sequence 3 very, very quickly. Or as sequence 1, 3 and 4 really quick. So I switched that around. So now I have a missing section for a stripe. And then even year 2, what is it? Year 2A, I have Seiyushin. Well, a lot of the moves repeat itself. So I broke it up into 4 sections, originally thinking 6, but honestly it's 4. And so I have 2 stripes that I'm like, what do I put there? So when it comes to this new format for the curriculum, it's trying to figure out what I need to do. So so that's constantly in building mode. And I should probably figure out what I need to, and part of year 2 is Arnis, and the other belt is another kata, which I break up into 4 sections. So it's just what else do I do? Because we don't do a lot of kicks. Sensei Emmett, good morning, sir. So we don't do a lot of kicks, and by year 1 foundation in year 1, all the kicks are out of the way. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to pull some, something out of my butt and figure it out.
God, nobody needs that.
Yeah. So, but that's just the whole thing with, curriculum building. It's like, what do I put where? So I have faith in myself. It'll happen. Okay. So I don't know how many people out there are watching Westworld. My wife, my lovely wife, she's binge watching with Westworld.
I'm loving it.
Apparently she's loving it. So we watched the first season of Westworld when it first came out, and it was enjoyable. It was pretty good. You know, like most HBO shows, lots of boobies. But what? Am I not wrong?
Boobies.
Yeah,
Boobies.
boobies. I just said boobies.
Boobies.
Yeah. So,
Kind of special.
rewatching it, and I haven't rewatched it all. I've just kind of caught it as she's been watching it, because season 1 was good. We enjoyed it, and season 2 comes out. It's like, oh, season 2 is out. We should probably watch it, and we never did.
We didn't.
But now season 4 is out, so you know she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch this stuff. Yeah,
A lot of shit going on.
just not very interesting, at least for me. Let's see. Even basic strikes, jab, cross, hook, etc., can be really drilled, working on retention, accuracy, speed, power, etc., to get it right from the start before building. That's a very good point. I think one of my big problems is and back on this, thank you, Sensei Emmett. I suck at what is it called? Repetitive drills, say down strike. Like I teach down strike, or say a down block. There could be, I've put it in drills to hide repetition, but that is not one of my strengths. And so I try and look, you know, for other drills to throw in there. The problem is that I don't want people to think that these other drills are like self-defense stuff. So I think I might just have to be like, hey, this is a drill to, for accuracy, muscle memory, speed, power, that kind of stuff, everything that Emmett said, but not that we would use that in real, But anyway, so I know that that's one of my weaknesses, is that. And I used to, so back in the day, and I should really pull these out so I can look at them. And thank you. This totally sparked this. Back in the day, Maya, the Martial Arts Industry Association, MI. Anyway, so through Century, they had Maya had this school owner. They've had different memberships. Of course, I couldn't have the one that where you had to pay like $900 a month, because I was just teaching out of my garage. But I think I paid like, I don't know, $50 a month or $90 a month, or it was a reasonable amount, where I got a Success magazine, or MA Success magazine, and I got a DVD. And on the DVD there was stuff from Dave Kovar and Tom Gallos, and where there was training drills. And I still have all of those DVDs. So thank you for sparking that. I'm going to pull those out and see if I can't find some of those that will, that's applicable to what I do. All right. Drill 1, just a jab on pads. The pad dues try to catch the jab, meaning the striker needs to retain fast. And if they're caught, they owe a burpee. We do this with the kids, but when catch comes underneath, okay. Or they start to drop the hand to avoid getting caught. Okay. All right. I'll have to take note of that. So thank you very much, sir. But yeah, so it's just one of those things. So, but the other part is with the stripe, is it a drill? Like would they, like coming up with a drill, like what you've talked about, or even some of the drills that Kovar has on those DVDs that I have, or maybe I come up with a drill on my own. Would it be a drill for that strike, or maybe we're focusing on a specific skill. Ooh. Okay. Lots of thought there. Yeah, my wife is sitting here laughing at me.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. So we were talking about Westworld. Thank you for that interruption. I know I don't know how long the time lags between me talking and somebody posting. So I know we kind of jump around. Yeah. Westworld's just not doing it for me. Yeah. I'm glad my wife likes it. I'm just not.
It's a show to watch.
Yeah. Now, Stranger Things, on the other hand, I kind of had the same feeling about Stranger Things, but I kind of want to see episode 8 and 9 when it drops tomorrow. Kind of want to watch that. So, yeah. And in fact, at class yesterday, two students, they come in on Saturdays. So I told them, I said, okay, so, and they are big Stranger Things people. Jim, how are you doing this morning? Jim Corn in the house. I got to work on that flyer. I did get some of the pictures though. So I just got to get it all put together. Don't worry, Mish. It's nearly Cobra Kai time again. Okay. So I haven't seen season 4, but yeah, I don't know. But that's, I guess, I'll have to look when season 5's coming, because that's another thing that we could talk about on the show too. So let's see. But anyway, so in class yesterday, I told him, I was like, okay. I said, so what's going to happen? I said, so, what's tomorrow? Because of course there's no school. And they're like, well, or I said, what is it? I said, Friday's what? And they're like, the 1st. I said, and what comes out on the 1st? And they're like, Stranger Things. And I said, so Stranger Things, because everyone's caught up now. I said, so we can talk Stranger Things in class on Saturday. And then one of them says, can we watch Stranger Things in class? And I'm like, do you realize that both of the final episodes total a little over 3 hours? I think the last episode is supposed to be almost 2.5. And actually it was kind of funny because one of the moms was super excited that it was going to be like, the last 2 episodes were going to be that long. So anyway, so we'll talk Stranger Things. But as I get into this, so I haven't put these up yet. So we have, let's see, since we're talking about shows. So, today we have, New Horizons and Strange New Worlds. Of course, Stranger Things is tomorrow. All the other stuff is coming out. But okay, so when Stranger Things, so next week is the last episode of Stranger Things. Excuse me, the last episode of Stranger Things. If everybody's caught up on Enterprise, we can talk Enterprise because that's part of the Euro Trek. But we're almost over with that. That ends in September. And then so I guess figure out when Cobra Kai comes out. We can put Cobra Kai on here. And then, but there's got to be a new show that comes out, or we can rehash old shows. So, one series that I haven't seen yet is, well, I saw the first season, but the second season I haven't watched is Raised by Wolves. First season was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. And the final episode, well, that was super weird, but that really kind of got me excited for season 2. Well, season 2 is out. It's already all out. So, I may start watching that, and then we can talk that. I don't know if Rob has HBO, because that's on HBO. but yeah, as shows come out, we'll have to put those on there and talk. We'll have to think of new shows to put on. Because I don't even know when Stranger Things or Strange New World season 2 comes out, even though I think they're done filming. Stranger Things is awesome. I'm loving Ozark at the moment, though. So I saw the first season. Cobra Kai, September 9th. Okay, so the year trek will be over because that ends on the 7th. And then Cobra Kai on the 9th. Okay, I'll have to add that to the list. Thank you, sir. Now, is that a US date or is that an Ireland date? Because I know you guys you're across the pond. But I'll have to confirm that and put that on there. That's so cool. So that's coming up. I should probably watch season 4 though before season 5 comes out. Jim has a question. What does everyone think about the GOT spinoffs? And then I actually haven't even seen the last season of Game of Thrones. I know what happens. I don't know. It after a certain point, for me, it just it just became uninteresting to me. Let's see. I don't know, but I will need to get caught up on Doom Patrol. Is season 2 out on Doom Patrol? Do you know? Yes. Lisa is nodding her head.
Yes.
That was a pretty interesting series.
I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. So I cannot pronounce this guy's name and I apologize. Nick. Anyway, this guy actually wrote one of the.
Wow.
No, I'm.
Wow.
I don't want to have to. Okay, so, this gentleman here, I'm gonna say Nicola. I don't know. I apologize. Anyway, this guy, he wrote a. This is the guy that wrote. It was the History of Q Show, or if you're still on there, I put down close enough. Close.
That wasn't even close by any chance.
Okay. Anyway, so this guy wrote a kind of a history of Q Show. The Untold History of Q Show. So this is a collection of information from a bunch of different things. Very, very, it's a great book. I don't know if you can still get it. I had, when it came out, I cause it was, part of a Indiegogo type thing. I bought a copy. I will say the presentation on this book was amazing because I opened it up. I open up the box and the book is wrapped in like, and if I took pictures, I can't remember, but it was very, very impressive. The book was wrapped in like tissue paper, and then it has then it was like it was tied, a rope was tied around it like it was a package. Like it was like it there was so much, and it was not only was it a good book and a good read, but it was an amazing presentation. So but yeah, so it's yeah, just a fantastic book. So I don't know. Can you still get these books? Do you still have any? Because I don't know if you can. I don't, because they were only available through you since it was in Indiegogo, I guess. And while you're answering that, Rob actually is saying that he hasn't even seen Game of Thrones.
What?
I know.
Not allowed in my house ever again. Ever again until he says that show.
Do you hear that, Rob? You're not allowed in the house anymore.
Like come on. Like saying you've never seen a commercial.
Okay. Well, it's unfortunate. It's a limited print. I figured it was because it was basically a Indiegogo Kickstarter thing. But just thank you for putting it together. Lots of great information. I can't say any more about how awesome that book is. And Jim is in it. One of the best books for Kyushu, in my opinion, is the Bubishi. Also, Hohan Soken's Secret Notes are awesome. Which I have both of those. Okay. Definitely check it out. So Jim, we can talk about it. Okay, so Rob is gonna try and watch Game of Thrones.
There's
So,
like 900 seasons of it.
no, there's only 7. And then
only
so
7.
Rob and Jim are going to be able to talk about it in October.
Oh, okay.
So, and I might, if I can get there in October, I might just watch the final 2 seasons that I haven't watched, but I don't know. Okay, so there is all that. Now, let's see. Now we got to go on to what's going on in the martial arts world, at least with my school and around the world. That's all the junk mail. So if you're hearing these beepings coming in, that's all the junk mail that I'm getting because I don't shut off my just junk. All right, so July 2nd, that is this coming Saturday. Got a self-defense class at noon. And then on July 9th, we have our open house. So I've been telling people if you know somebody in the area who would like to come and see the shop, come down, see the school. If you are in the area and you have not had a chance to come down and see the school, this is the perfect time to do it. But anyway, we're going to have this big event. We're going to do mini self-defense lessons. We're going to do mat chats for Kids Love Life Skills stuff. We're going to give away free popcorn. We're going to give away free gift cards. There's going to be prizes. It's going to be awesome. And you get to meet me. Oh, God. And you get to meet my wife. You get to meet,
that's the star attraction right there.
You get to meet the boss and the instructor. And then in 2 weeks, the following we have Bram Frank's birthday bash. Oh my gosh, that's coming up. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Bram will be here. It'll be fun. The 23rd, another Rory Miller training lab, and then a self-defense class after that. And then on the 6th, we have a self-defense class at noon, and then a crimp class at 2:30. Let's see. Where are you based, Mish? I travel a lot and like to train, teach, interact on my travels. Might be a city. Absolutely. Hey, so I am in Vancouver, Washington. I am right on the other side of the river from Portland, Oregon. You might know Portland. It's been in the news, all those riots and shit.
Hey, don't talk about the bad stuff.
So, but we're in the happy zone. But yeah, so if you're ever in the area, I'm about 3 hours south of Seattle. So yeah, anytime you're in the area, let me know. I'd be happy to, if we can't set up like a little seminar to make money while you're on your travels, at least we can get together, meet, and play. So I'm always good with that. Let's see. And then on the 12th, we got, if it can happen, let's do it. Let's do it. August 12th and the 14th, Jim Korn and David Hogan are going to be in Statesboro, Georgia at Clay's School. And that same weekend, Lisa and I are going to be doing some Brandon Beliso learning. And then when we get back, we're gonna have a booth at the Union Volleyball Grass Tournament, promoting the school and selling free popcorn. Is it selling free popcorn,
Giving out.
or is it?
You're not selling. If it's free, you're not selling it.
Well, if we're selling it, all the proceeds go to the school or go to the program anyway.
It's
So
okay.
If you're selling anything,
Yeah.
it's to be able to
So-
talk to mom and have
Yeah.
laugh at you.
And then we got another self-defense class. So during the summer, if you haven't noticed a trend, during the summer, every other weekend, we're doing a self-defense class at the school. And that I might just continue that trend just because, we're committed to creating a safe community. So anything to promote that. And then September 23rd through the 25th, Jim Korn's Friends in the Arts Camp in Washington, Indiana. I already have my plane ticket. I will be there. I just need to make a flyer for Jim so he can help promote it more. 2 weeks after that, we got the Hogan Karate International Camp in Jacksonville, Florida. Don't have a ticket for that. Hopefully I'll be able to make it. Hopefully. And then November 5th, we have Dan Anderson, the Lankan Sapu 70th birthday bash. It's going to be him, Kelly Warden, who's also turning 70, and Brian Zawolinsky. So you got 3 10th Dons in Modern Arnis. It's supposed to be a fantastic day. I will be there because it's just across the river in Gresham. So there you go. Let's see. I think that's it. I think there's probably a couple other things I need to put on either of these lists, but the rule that I sometimes follow and I sometimes don't is that when the tea is gone, the show's over. And this is my last sip. But and I really can't think of anything else that I want to talk about today. But I want to thank everybody who tuned in, commented, shared. I appreciate it. I need to start saying this at the beginning or somewhere in the beginning of please share this. When you log on, share it to your social media, because the more people I can get on here, the better the conversation is. Because there's occasionally, where it's just me. It's just me talking. And this little eye in the sky, actually, for my perspective, it's like right there. It's just me. And there's 0 people watching. So until tomorrow, now remember, tomorrow's Friday. It is Spoiler Friday. It's a nerd show. I'm going to have Rob Ray on here. We talk, we're going to talk New Horizons. We're going to talk Strange New Worlds. We're going to talk probably some other sci-fi. Maybe we'll talk about other shows. Huh? And a guest appearance by my wife. So we will, and then there will be no show on Saturday, or not Saturday. There's no show on the weekend, but of course there won't be a show on Monday because it's the holiday. We're celebrating our independence here in the United States. So, but we will be here in, What'd you say?
Independence from the United States?
No, Independence Day here in the United States.
Okay, I was like, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you mañana.